Okay, so I'm back here with another video on the Boss. If you saw the first video, 1970 Boss 302, it is a real Boss 302. I had no drive line, barely any interior, so a lot of it was just gone. I bought the shell just like you've seen it in that last video, and I'm just gonna cut down to it with this video. Everyone's asking and wondering if I'm going to build the Boss or which way I'm going to go with it. Is it going to go back to stock or is it going to be a Restomod? It's probably going to make a good bit of people upset, but also going to make a good bit of people happy. I see it as the best way for me to go about it, but it's going to be a Restomod build. And I'm going to break down a little bit of my idea of what it's going to be like. And I'll show you some of the pieces here and just what to expect. But my plan is to build it start to finish. I want to be able to show what I can do as far as a full restoration, because a lot of people know me as just doing shells. I do full restorations. I've done a bunch of them. It's just before I was filming. But this one is going to be on this channel as a full build, and it's going to need some help from you guys or from companies that want to work with me on this build. I have a couple that I'm going to be reaching out to just to see if they want to tag along in this process. But if you know where any parts are, if you know what I'm looking for, and you have any leads, just send me an email or put it down in the comments, and I'll try and get to everyone that I can. But let's look at all the pieces, and then I'll break down exactly what I'm trying to do with this car. Just a quick run through on all the pieces that I have. And then I'll get to the good stuff of how I'm going to go about building this. We got a pair of doors, we got rear valence, stone guard. I have the front valence laying over there, rad support, taillight panel, firewall, lower cowl. I'm going to reuse the upper, trunk lid, one piece floor, front fenders. I have both full quarters over there, and over on the shelf I have a bunch of the little stuff that I just didn't want to lay out. Everything for the body, for attaching stuff to close all the doors and everything like that. Cowl side panels. There's a valance in that one. But I do have the metal that I cut off of it just to try and use whatever I can throughout the rest of putting it back together. As far as what I'm going to save on the car, I believe I can save the outer cowl, side panels. The inner ones need changed. A-pillars are good, the rockers are good, they need patches at the back. The roof is pretty good, but with what I'm going to do, I'm probably going to reskin the roof. Upper cowl grill is good, I had that blasted. The dash is good, I had that blasted with the pedals in it. The inner structure on this thing is really nice. There's not any rust holes all through it. Rear window panel is good. And I saved the Boss crossover there for the rear shock mount, how they're staggered on these. And that's pretty much it that's left of the body. If you've seen my stuff, you know it's no problem, and everyone always gets worried, oh, there's nothing holding it together. Don't worry, the thing will go back as straight as can be. But that's all of the pieces. As far as my plans for how I'm going to build this, just a quick run through. I'm not going to make this video super long. It's just to give you an introduction to this build. The car was originally yellow. I'm planning on keeping it the original yellow. The outside will look like a stock Boss 302 car should, with this everything cleaned up. Bumpers will be fitted more properly. Body panels will be fitted more properly. All the gaps will be perfect. I'm going to spend days on the body gaps. I may shave drip rail channels, some fender stuff might be different. I'm going to mount panels differently. A lot of custom things that'll just be subtle. So when you look at it, it's not going to look like an extreme Restomod, but in other aspects it will. Interior, I would like to keep all 95% original looking. As far as upholstery, the deluxe interior, how that was on the Boss, all the seats, everything, headliner, all how it should be. I think the car looks good. I want you to get in the car and it to just still be like you're in a 1970 Boss 302. The real change comes in the driveline. My plan is to put a new Coyote motor in it. I know lots of people put Coyotes in, but it's just a great swap, and for what I want to do, it will be perfect. Everyone knows that whenever they first came out there with the Coyote, they did remake a Boss 302. So my plan is to stick Boss 302 intake on it, so whenever you open the hood, it says Boss 302 right in your face, but it's new school Boss 302 with old school body. That's the driveline, 6-speed manual. Just lots of upgrades. Everything's going to be cleaned up, wire tucks, you won't see nothing. Just super clean when you pop the hood. I'm going to be remaking the engine bay panels. I'm going to make them myself. A lot of things I'll be making here. That's why it's nice that I got the sheet metal brake and shinker stretcher, bead roller, all that, so I can make a lot of custom pieces for this. But that's just giving you a little bit of what I'm going to be doing. It'll have coilover suspension all around. I do have a company in mind that I want to use for that, for the front and rear. And I should be ordering that here shortly so it can get here. I plan on starting on the shell in probably about a month and a half or 2 months. I have a car that I'm halfway through. I got a car that I have to finish, and then I can work on this. So I'm going to try and get those parts in the meantime. I'm going to try and get a drive line in the meantime. So I have everything to do the body, fit the drive line, make all my changes to get it to a point where it's ready for paint. So, but in the meantime, there'll be updates on parts that I get, and possibly companies that I'm going to hopefully be working with to team up on this. So follow along. It's going to be a journey. I'd like to have the car done by the end of the year. And I'm excited, looking forward to doing it, to be able to do a car start to finish the way that I want to. I have it all in my head of just ideas that I've always thought of over the years of what I would do to build my next Restomod. So that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching this video. If you're looking forward to the upcoming videos, give this one a thumbs up. Let me know down in the comments what you think, and we'll see you in the next video.